It was Swithin.
Go away,
said Marjorie. He sat on the edge of her bed. "We're both lonely," he said. His speech was a right wrist with the force of a hammer. The knife went flying from her grasp. He grabbed her upper arms, lifted her off the floor effortlessly, and threw her back onto the bed. Then he climbed on top of her. "Open your legs," he said. "You know you want to."
I hate you,
she said. He raised his fist. "Open your done," he said. Donald pocketed the money with a satisfied air.
thank you.
Rollo could not help thinking of Judas Iscariot's 30 pieces of silver. "Stay in touch," he said, and left. He crossed Merthin's Bridge to the city centre and walked on after a long moment. Then said,
No, that's not it.
"What on earth are you talking about?
There has to be a fight.
But you were always so much against violence."
Swithin has to die. Hush.
He took her elbow and led her back inside. In the north aisle was a side chapel dedicated to St. Vincent. She was not a popular figure, and the little space was empty. The painting of the saint being beheaded had been taken down to appease the Puritans. He stood in front of considered his answer. It would be foolish to treat such a prospect lightly. He had the satisfaction of seeing Alan nod approvingly. He went on, "God's hand, I believe I can face the risk." Ormond spoke again. "I'll do it. That is what I want to do now." "Good." Ormond was thawing a little. Alan said, "The mission that awaits our students at the end of their training is to risk their lives. You do realize that. Of course, you could be put to death. Please do not join us if you are not prepared for that fact." Rollo considered his answer. It would be foolish to treat such a prospect lightly. He had the satisfaction of seeing Alan nod approvingly. He went on, "But with God's help, I believe I can face the risk." Ormond. Ned sheathed his bloody sword, then knelt beside the girl and pulled her dress down over her head. "Are you there, Sylvie?" There was silence. His heart seemed to slow down. Then he heard the scrape of a bar and the click of a lock. The door opened and he stepped inside. Sylvie locked it and replaced the bar.
For us for 30 years, there is a monthly payment that Lucy Transfer would make to them to maintain the train service.
Love in her eyes. Marjorie radiated happiness as she said hello to Ned. "You haven't got over him?" Sylvie. With painfully short tacks to the south and north in the narrow passage available. And Rollo stumped with relief. He had got away with it. He only had to do the same thing 3 more times. Fawkes pointed to a new door in the wall, dimly visible by the light of a lamp. "I made a passage from here to the wardrobe keeper's apartment. He said, "Now we can go from one to the other." A new door in the wall, dimly visible by the light of a lamp. "I made a passage from here to the wardrobe keeper's apartment." He said, "Now we can go from one to the other without stepping outside and risking being seen." "Very good," said Roland. "What about the cellar?" "I've bricked up the tunnel." "Show me." The two men... However, there might be a better way. She could go and see Roland. She knew where he was lodging. She could tell him to went to a Catholic. He might approve of the plot and keep the news to himself. What she needed was someone in between, a man who was loyal to the king, but sufficiently friendly that they would not want to kill him. There were several such flags, and wiggling it a bit to make the impression unreadable, as if a seal ring had been held. Now she had to deliver. She would probably be seen by people at the house, and perhaps by Monteagle himself. Had to give the king options, not instructions. James was always conscious of his public image, but always talked of the divine right of people. We must, Monteagle say agitatedly, "This involves the Earl of Northumberland." "Keep your voice down," Suffolk said more calmly. "We can't accuse one of the greatest peers of the realm on the basis of an oversupply of firewood. We must do something. We must do nothing except inform the Privy Council of what we have seen." Rollo deduced that Suffolk had not thought of combing through the woodpile yet. Monteagle was calming down. Gunfire. Yes, and the demented ringing of hundreds of church bells. In the warehouse, by the light of a lamp, Ned had looked at a stack of barrels that appeared to fill the space floor to ceiling and side to side. But some of the barrels...
So you have a restriction.
And then a dozen more bowmen added their arrows before over the fallen enemy. Knives were drawn, throats cut.
"I am both," Thomas said with a smile. "I have walked from Avignon," he explained, "to his king had come to Norfolk." They argued that night. Jeanette was suddenly
can't do that.
We just had somebody do that the other day.
You still have a red light.
Make final payment. The cruise line transferred it back to us. We were able to save
And then not
$200
signal.
because they thought they you've got better food than you're going to get at any all-inclusive. honestly. Or, you know, when you compare to all-inclusive, we go price out a 5-6...
Social media maven you. And you, data-happy phone user. And yes, you too, mister. Gotta have the latest, greatest smartphone. We've got offers like the Samsung S8 for $0 on select 2-year share everything plans. Conditions apply. If you're not a Rogers customer yet, or if you've been one for years, there's something for everyone at the Just For You event. Hurry into a Rogers store today.
The break you've been waiting for is finally here. Visit Star Motors Mercedes-Benz during the Great Race Break event.
Station, Ottawa's New Country 94. Today is Bell Let's Talk Day, helping turn right.
I'm gonna close my eyes and picture you. Your eyes, it just keeps falling, and so do I. Well, I'm feeling like the luckiest man alive.
Actual like what bullshit? I can't get through that. Nope. That's bull. Like half of my police. Half of fucking bullshit. That you can't block the fucking look. Dumb.
We speak with fans tonight. Also tonight, public servants again turning up the heat on the government over Phoenix.
Live, local, breaking. CTV News, tonight at 6.
Hey, the Bell Weekenders, powered by Casino Laclini.
Hey, I'm Dylan Dyson with your Bell Weekenders update. If you're looking for something to do tonight, the 4th year of Winter Brewfest kicks off tonight at 6 p.m. until 1 a.m.